I know what you're all thinking, and no, in fact, I am not ugly. I just have crap lighting. I guess you could have worse than industrial tube lights. Not a whole lot, though. For a while there, I thought my next video on this channel was going to be mourning the loss of our beloved Javen to Utah and a pretty girl. But huzzah! We have merely lost him to the pretty girl. I'm telling myself not to think of it as losing a Javen, but to think of it as gaining an Alec. Which, thus far, we have very tangibly done. I mean, Javen's been bringing her to everything. She and I have bonded over corn dogs. She has also gotten involved in Wes's crazy massive RPG thing that we're doing. It's a really weird one, and I was curious to see how she would handle it. But she's held her own. She jumped right in with her little bomb-making dwarf chick, and it's been pretty cool. And I was hopeful at the beginning, and I still am, that her character winds up being somewhat more authoritative than the rest of us. I've come to the conclusion that this is pretty much the worst group that you could possibly have for this type of scenario. Charlie, I realize you're the only one not privy, and I know that you probably couldn't care less, but I'm gonna bring you up to speed anyway. Wes's campaign that we're doing right now is Steampunk Power Rangers, and all of the characters that we came up with for this are incredibly rogue, with the possible exception of mine, because she actually does kind of give a crap about other people, but for the most part, they are all pretty much loners. And when you're talking about Power Rangers, literally a team of people who are working together to make the world a better place out of selflessness, just doesn't fly. I don't know what we were thinking when we made these guys. I will say, Charlie, you missed quite the weekend over Halloween. I mean, it was just one thing after another. But now that I think about it, it was all stuff that you wouldn't have found interesting. We played this game. We dressed up the next day because that was Halloween. Went to the haunted house. My first. It was fine. Then we went to Tim's house and just played Amnesia. Like all night. And then the next day, some of us got brunch, and then we went back and played Amnesia till we finished it. All day it took. And it wasn't even worth it. And then I went to Orlando. And I've seen nobody since. But that's enough about me. Have you any idea how long it's been since anything's been put on this channel? Far too long, I say. I say it's time for another assignment, even though I know how good you are at them. It's not hard. You can use a webcam if you have to. I know you have that at least. All I want you to do is find a piece of prose or poetry. It can be as short or as long as you want. And I would like for you to read or present it in a dramatic or interesting fashion. Mine's been selected from a work that I'm sure you're familiar with, but speaks to me in particular, especially around the holidays, and as such. Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, what a day. Rockin' all week with you. And I know that there's a segue to a great closing statement there, and I got nothing. Thunder smack!